What is going on, everybody? It's the Franz, and we're here for episode 2 of Tuesday Night Free Match, where I go back on the YouTube, find a match on either AEW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, or Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, anything that has a free match from an actual legitimate professional wrestling promotion. Watch it, review it, and give it to you guys for a Tuesday night show. Of course, this time we're going back all the way to 2002, Summerslam, Rey Mysterio vs. Kurt Angle, the match that opened the show that year. I have never seen this match until I watched it for this review, simply because back in 2002, I was living in a spot where the only thing that I could have was Channel 7 and Channel 9. That was it. I had NBC and I believe Fox, and that was it, or ABC or whatever it was. All I know is I could not watch WWE at the time. I could not watch anything from any other promotion. The internet was not where it is today, where I could sit there and watch anything at any time. So I did not have the ability to see this match. I could watch this on the network at any time if I wanted to, but WWE was generous enough to put this on their network, on the YouTube channel a couple months ago. So I was like, why not make this one of my matches? This match went a little under 10 minutes between two of the greats in WWE. This is around the time of the SmackDown 6. How did this match come to happen? Well, on July 25th episode of SmackDown, Rey Mysterio made his WWE debut by defeating Chavo Guerrero. On the August 8th edition, though, Rey Mysterio teamed with Edge and John Cena to defeat Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and Kurt Angle when Mysterio pinned Kurt Angle. The following week on SmackDown, Angle insulted Mysterio in a backstage interview. When confronted by Mysterio, who challenged him to a match, Angle accepted. Later in the night, Mysterio attacked Kurt Angle after his match with Mark Henry and delivered a 619 to Angle. And on the final edition of SmackDown before SummerSlam, Rey Mysterio cost Angle a match against Billy Kidman by attacking Kurt Angle. So that led us to this match. This again opened up SummerSlam 2002. I've heard so many people talk about this being one of the best matches to open a SummerSlam ever in the 30 plus years history of SummerSlam. And after watching this match, which we'll get to in a second, I would have to agree with those people because this match was fast-paced, fury, Rey Mysterio and the unlike not as many tattoos, Kurt Angle in his prime before all the extra neck injuries that he would have years later. What happened was Kurt Angle was in the ring, waiting for Rey Mysterio, waiting for him to come down, Mysterio's music hitting. This is, of course, before Rey Mysterio had used the music he uses nowadays. And Rey Mysterio comes from behind with a springboard Hurricane Rana to the back of Angle as the match is off to a hot start. Rey ducks a clothesline and hits a tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana to Angle. Drop kicks in the corner into a monkey flip. Angle whips Rey into the corner, looks for a German, but Rey blocks it. Rey goes for a German himself, but Angle with a couple elbows to the tip of Rey's head. It rolls through. Angle then rolls through and gets Rey in the ankle lock, but Rey gets to the ropes. Rey drops Angle on the middle rope, goes for a 619, but Angle ducks, pulls Rey out of the ring. Angle looks for a breather and gets back into the ring, back out and grabs Rey, botches getting him back into the ring, but finally gets him in the ring, kicks Rey twice, then a suplex. Big Angle sucks chant from the crowd. Of course, back then the Angle sucks chants were heavy. I believe the Angle sucks chant started a year and a half prior, right before he got his head shaved. I believe at the beginning of 2001 is when I went back to watch the WWE Network. From when I went to go watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown from the start to where they were up until 2003, I noticed that the Angle You Suck chant started about the beginning of 2001. Angle on the assault to Rey, but Rey with a kick to the face of Angle. Rey goes for his spring up bulldog, and Angle turns it into a German. Excellent counter there. Angle goes for a second German. Rey stops out and rolls up Angle for a 2 count. Clothesline by Angle for a 2. Angle picks up Rey and drops him bridge first on his knee for a 2 count. Angle sets Rey up in the rope and stretches Rey twice, while Angle sucks chants from the crowd just are deafening. And going back and watching this episode, this was from the Nassau Coliseum in New Jersey. Michael Cole and Taz were on call for this. and you could just hear the crowd and how loud they were. Nassau Coliseum obviously packed out for this episode, for this SummerSlam in 2002. And I guarantee you, if you took SummerSlam 2020 to Nassau Coliseum, they would not, if the Nassau Coliseum is still open, they would not be able to fill up that arena. Angle with some punches in the corner. Rey gets out in forearms to Angle, then it goes to the opposite corner. Rey tries for a tornado DDT, but Angle turns it into a sidewalk slam for a 2 count. Rey just could not continue. He started off hot in this match, but could not, like, every time he tried to get hot, like, keep going again, Angle continued to stop him. Angle with a half crab on Rey with his knees to the back of Rey. Rey gets up with the punches. Gets out with a roll-up for a 2 count. Angle lays another massive clothesline for a 2 count. Angle picks up Rey and drops him with a massive punch. Angle picks up Rey and then drops him again. Goes to drop him again, and Rey with a jawbreaker. Rey lays into forearms. Goes for a sunset flip, but Angle plops him down and goes to punch Rey. Rey gets out of that, and Rey's off the ropes, runs into a belly-to-belly toss. So Angle always one step ahead of Rey. It seemed like Rey Mysterio in this match was like he would get some kind of offense going, but Kurt Angle would just stop him dead in his tracks every which way after the first opening few minutes. Angle chases Rey, who pulls down the ropes, and Angle goes over the ropes. Angle tries to get back in the ring doing a replay. Rey drops him again, goes to fly, and the ref stops him. This got a massive boo from the crowd because Rey Mysterio was going to go for a tope suicida through the middle, through the ropes to Kurt Angle, but the referee just got in the middle and was like, "No, you're not going to do that." Taz on commentary actually agrees that the referee shouldn't have done that. The ref turns his back, goes to tell Kurt Angle to get into the ring. He's in between the middle and top rope, that section in between those 2 ropes, yelling at Kurt Angle. So Rey Mysterio decides he's going to tope over the referee onto the outside to Kurt Angle. Absolutely beautiful spot right there. Back in the ring, Rey with a springboard leg drop for a 2 count. Rey slides through Angle's legs, but Angle with a kick to the gut. Rey set into the rope, springs up and lands on Angle's shoulders. Angle shoves Rey off and slaps on the ankle lock. Rey gets out and gets him into the ropes. 619 West Coast pop. 1, 2, very, very close 2 count kick out by Kurt Angle. Heel kick by Rey goes back outside to the top rope. Angle gets up. Rey leaps over Angle and rolls to Angle on the top rope with Rey with a drop kick, knocking Angle off. Rey goes back up, looks for a Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Angle counters and slaps on the ankle lock to the mat. Rey fights to the ropes, but Angle drags him back in the middle of the ring. Rey taps out. What a match this was. This was absolutely... If you went into SummerSlam expecting a beautiful... like in 2002, this was absolutely a fun match to watch. 4.5 out of 5, in my opinion. It wasn't a perfect match. There were a couple slips here and there. But... one of the things that takes it away from me is the fact that they had that spot where the referee was like, no, that kind of wasn't necessary. I kind of pulled it back and went, Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle at their best for this match. Definitely, I think, an awesome match. If you have not seen it yet, if you're somebody who was not watching wrestling in 2002, if you were if you would say, I'm done with wrestling in 2001 when WCW got bought, and you want to see something that was absolutely fantastic, go out of your way, type in free match WWE, or WWE free match, whichever way that goes, and it will be on that list right there. It will say free match, and it will be Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio, SummerSlam 2002 from the Nassau Coliseum. It was absolutely a beautiful match, and quite honestly, I wonder why, this was an opening that I would have to agree that is probably one of the best matches that has been seen as an opening to SummerSlam. We've had some pretty bad openings at SummerSlam over the last 10 years. So, Go check this out. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Find me on Twitter at The France Club. Find me on twitch.tv/The France Club. And I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW on TNT. And then Thursday for for NXT. Friday for SmackDown. And then Sunday for Unscripted. Until then, my name is The France, and you guys have a good one.